The upcoming timeless messages from the I Ching, or Book of Changes from China, the ancient book of divination, to take a peek into the future, talks about progress. How can you plug into various circumstances and conditions into a energy field whereby you can encourage forward movement? If you found this video, there's no mistake. It's here to help guide you whenever you find it. So progress, onward movement toward a particular goal. Welcome back to Timeless Messages from the I Ching. This is Stephen. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're doing well. So this particular video, I'm asking the question, what is the most important or beneficial message or messages for the viewers at the time they find this video? What is the most important or beneficial message for the viewer or viewers at the time they find this message? Doesn't matter what time they find the message. Could be 2 days after it's published or 2 years after it's published. If your divine intelligence, your angels, your creator, your spirit guides have brought you to this video, then there's something here for you. So if you'd like to just relax your eyes and take a few deep breaths, I'll begin to read the text. It's a very simple reading, just a singular hexagram called progress, which is the middle daughter, Li, fire, above the mother, the earth, kun. Lower trigram is the feminine, kun. The upper is feminine, middle daughter. Number 35, progress. Here we go. This hexagram represents the sun rising over the earth, and therefore it's the symbol of rapid and easy progress, which at the same time means ever-widening expansion and clarity. Well, what a lovely idea. Let's just define progress here for a second. Progress means forward movement toward a destination or goal. Going forward, walking forward. So forward movement toward a goal. Walking forward, moving forward. So here we have the idea of the sun rising over the earth, and this is a symbol of rapid and easy progress, movement forward. And it also means ever-widening expansion and clarity. The judgment, progress, the powerful prince, is honored with horses in large numbers. In a single day, he is granted audience 3 times. As an example of progress, this pictures a time when a powerful feudal lord or king rallies the other lords around the sovereign and pledges allegiance and peace. The sovereign or king rewards this person, this prince, richly and invites him to a closer connection. So a twofold idea is set forth here. The actual effect of the progress comes from a man who is in a dependent position and whom the others regard as their equal and are therefore willing to follow. This leader has enough clarity of vision not to abuse his great influence, but to use it rather for the benefit of his ruler. His ruler in turn is free of all jealousy, showers presents on the great man, and invites him continually to his court. An enlightened ruler and an obedient servant. This is the condition on which great progress depends. The image. The sun rises over the earth, the image of progress. Thus, the superior man himself brightens his bright virtue. The light of the sun, as it rises over the earth, is by nature clear. The higher the sun rises, the more it emerges from the dark mists, spreading the pristine purity. Let's just refer to pristine here 1 second. Pristine means pertaining to the earliest period of a primitive style, ancient, original, also untouched, unspoiled, and pure. So in this sense, spreading the pristine purity, it could be the earliest purity, or it could be the untouched purity of its rays over an ever-widening area. This is the sunlight. And the real nature of man is likewise originally good, but it becomes clouded by contact with earthly things, and therefore it needs purification before it can shine forth in its native clarity. So here we have the idea of progress. It's a very simple concept. The preceding hexagram had been the power of the great. And so when the power of the great has completed its time, the next movement is progress. And this paints the image of a powerful king who is in the company of a devoted servant who doesn't use his influence to an abuse, but rather the servant, through their clarity of vision, uses their influence for the benefit of their ruler. And in turn, the ruler is free of all jealousy and showers presents on the great man and invites him continually to his court. So this shows the relationship, the appropriate relationship between a superior and inferior. And although the inferior is not on the same level as the superior, because of the inferior's devoted and humble presentation, regards the inferior as an equal. So I'm going to read a little bit more here. So in terms of human society, the present hexagram, progress, indicates or paints a wise ruler who has obedient servants at their side. The structure of the hexagram points to progress. Indeed, progress on all sides to expansion. Devoted refers to the lower trigram kun, the earth, here meaning servitor or servant. The earth is supportive. It's always devoted, and it's carrying all beings, good or evil. The great clarity is the upper trigram li, here meaning the ruler. So the upper trigram is the ruler, and the lower is the servant, the devoted servant below, and the ruler above. The weak element that progresses is the middle line of kun, the yin line, which occupies the middle place in the upper trigram of li. So that line moves upward to the center of li. So this shows the ruler needing the loyalty of his servants, and this ruler is possessed with great wisdom, and he knows how to reward these servants very appropriately, very fittingly. And this explains the idea of progress. Progress is directly explained through the relative positions of the two trigrams. The upper, li, stands for light and is above kun, the earth, the devoted one. Here we have the servant below and the ruler above. And this is a model for a philosophy of life. The light rises over that which is dark, and it could do this of its own power because it is not obstructed by the earth, and the earth is devoted and compliant in its nature. So here we have the image of light and the earth, and easy, rapid progress and expansion and clarity. And here we have the indication or image of the right relationship between the servant and the ruler. The servant does not extend beyond and try to take over. Rather, the servant shows support and devotion for the ruler, and the ruler feels this and knows this to be true and showers the servant with great, wonderful rewards and gifts. The wise ruler being supported by the devoted servant. This can manifest in many different ways in your life. It could be that you have a relationship with someone, and perhaps the notion of you becoming more like this devoted servant could be relevant to help progress come through even more strongly and to secure your position as the devoted, supportive one who then will be showered with blessings from the wise ruler. The wise ruler also could be thought of as the creator up in heaven, and the devoted, obedient servant is the person who does the will of creator. what is it that we've come here to do? Are there particular tasks and things that we can do to help spread the light of the Creator across the earth? And in being obedient and supportive and devoted, the servant places him or herself in a position of receptivity and helpfulness, and therefore everything unfolds properly for progress. So if you've found yourself at a stalemate, you feel like you've not been moving forward in certain area or areas of your life, consider the idea of the relationship between the servant and the ruler, and see if you can become more like this a wise, obedient, and devoted servant who helps the ruler in whatever ways possible, and the ruler blesses the servant because of this positive influence. The ruler knows that this servant is very wise and even powerful, but the ruler also knows that there's a difference in superior and inferior, but even so, the ruler completely regards this servant as an equal. And also the servant does not abuse his or her power. Rather, they use their power and insight and devotion and support for the support of the ruler. So I hope this helps you in your process. You may want to listen to this once again before you fall asleep, and then maybe once again tomorrow, and try to incorporate these ideas into your life as much as possible and see how things unfold. Thanks for tuning in, and take care.